What's cracking, everybody? Money Smart Guy Matt Sapali here at Wrigley Field in Chicago with my friends Jay and Bree Cruz. Say hi, Nevaeh. And just thinking about the perspective of things, because when people have an opinion about what you're doing, you gotta be careful of what you listen to, or what you pay attention to, because the game is always different here in the stands, in the bleachers. It's different here, and then there's a different game right here in center field, in the field of play. So you gotta make sure instead of celebrating somebody else's championships, you celebrate your championship.
Hey entrepreneur, hey veteran, are you afraid to make phone calls? Man, this episode is for you. How to make phone calls with confidence in this episode of Living Money Smart. And by the way, if you haven't done so already, make sure you click subscribe to our YouTube channel and also hit the notification button to be alerted the next time we upload our next episode. If you're watching this on Facebook, make sure you like our page and follow our message of the Money Smart Movement team as we grow and expand our community to transform the way people think, feel, manage, and reach towards financial independence.
People ask me all the time, Matt, is entrepreneurship and being an entrepreneur, does it involve sales? Is it sales? Well, what do you think? Of course it's sales. And one of the greatest ways to get your name out there, your brand out there, your message out there, as you're building your brand, you're building your business, is to make phone calls. And sometimes people say, Matt, well listen, if you're so good, if you're such a hot shot, and you're this $1 million earner, how come you're still making phone calls? Are you kidding me? Listen, when Patrick Bet-David on Valuetainment did an interview with Mark Cuban, one of his sharks on Shark Tank, the owner of the Dallas Mavericks, really a billionaire, here's what he said about making phone calls and making sure that when he purchased a franchise like Dallas Mavericks, this is one of the first things he did.
You know, when I bought the Mavs, we had no season ticket holder base. And so literally it was a matter of just putting a list of former season ticket holders in a white pages back then, you know, on my desk next to my phone and making phone calls.
You?
Yeah, me.
And so if you see Mark Cuban still making phone calls, that is a fundamental in business that we must master as entrepreneurs. Hi, is this Moises?
Yes.
What's up, buddy? Matt Sapali here at PHP Agency. I was given your name and number by Billy Garcia.
Yeah, that's good, man.
Very good, man. Very good. I understand that either you're with a good neighbor or you're in good hands. The reason for my call is he mentioned that you were, ambitious and looking for a way to potentially make a change in going independent.
Definitely. Yeah, that's been my dream ever since I got into it.
Here's the thing. Sometimes people make excuses in growing their business to not make phone calls. People like to hide behind a computer, or they like to hide behind social media. And people say, Matt, is it really paying off? Does it really work? I don't know. What do you think? Our office right now, it's a Tuesday night in the middle of summer, right before the holiday. And our office is packed with guests that were attracted here, they were brought here, they were invited here through making a phone call. What's your schedule looking like for the week? Are you normally free in the evenings during the week, or are you available during the weekend?
I'm available this weekend.
Okay.
Actually.
Gotcha. You can't make time tomorrow night? I know it's July 3rd. Tomorrow night, Tuesday?
Yeah, tomorrow what time?
Yeah, 7 p.m.
Yeah. Pro?
Yeah, how'd you know?
I did my homework.
Well, my man.
The reason why a lot of people are reluctant to making phone calls or have a fear of the phone is because it really exposes the true character of 5 major categories in people's lives. And those 5 categories are this. Number 1, ride or die friends. You know, the type of people that you grew up with. And sometimes when you're making phone calls to grow your business, it really exposes the true character. Man, do they support me or not? And that's scary for a lot of people. And number 2, friends and family. No, that's my brother, that's my sister, that's my mom, that's my dad. Of course they're gonna support me in business, right? And the third type of people that people are leery about exposing is those acquaintances. You know, the people that you kind of know on Facebook, or the people that you went to college with, you had a couple courses with, or the guys that you were in the Marine Corps with or in the military with, that you were down while you were in the Marine Corps in uniform. Man, you drifted apart and you wonder whether or not they're still supportive of you when you go into business for yourself. And the fourth type of people that people are really afraid of is the trolls.
Posting that on Facebook again, huh? Fake it till you make it. Troll. Coming.
I mean, as much as you're out there doing good, people are afraid of, man, what will people really say about me, good or bad, more bad, about what I'm doing. In the fifth category are the people who are centers of influence in your life. For example, a teacher that you respected growing up, a principal, an athletic director, a coach, a pastor. Can I approach and call these centers of influence to ask for referrals or to point me in the right direction? They probably never ever do business with me, but man, will they support my decision as an entrepreneur in this industry with my product, my service? Will they? Reluctance there. I hope so, but you never know until you make the call. You have to know that every I think about it and knows only lead us closer to the yeses. All right, so how do you make phone calls in the most effective way to grow your business? Tip number one, gotta find your reasons, man. Get connected to why you're doing the business to begin with. You're here watching this video, you wanna go out there, you wanna change your lives, you wanna take control of your personal finances. So find your reasons, your children, your wife, your parents, the fact that you're in financial debt. Find the reasons why you're doing this to begin with. Once you get connected to your why, the how becomes easy. Number two, find a script and stick to that script. One of the things that we use here at PHP Agency is what we call the 3 good quality script. My guys here mastered that script and reaching out and exposing and creating experience for growing their business. But here's the thing with the script. You gotta get to the point. You gotta let people know who you are, what company you represent, and why you're calling them. Number 3, find the groove. For me, I love making phone calls in the morning. Why do I do that? Because I love making the easy phone calls first, making the tough phone calls second. I know majority of the time I'm getting voicemails because again, people don't pick up their phones these days. So you have to understand that giving yourself an opportunity to make phone calls in the morning when you're fresh, when your energy is most likely at the highest. Number 4, you gotta find a dedicated time when to do phone calls, and it's actually in your calendar like an appointment. You gotta be disciplined with making phone calls. You gotta be persistent and consistent with your phone calls. That's the only way you're gonna get good on making your phone calls. Number 5, find somebody to record and critique your phone calls. How's your body language? How's your demeanor? Are you focused? Are you showing confidence? All that stuff goes into recording and finding somebody to critique the way you're delivering your pitch, the way you're delivering your phone calls, the way you're delivering using technology, even using video conference. How are you using that? How are you using that as a game tape to improve your game as an entrepreneur? As I wrap up, here's a final thought for you too as well. Especially in this day and age, I find it a lot easier to make phone calls. Why? Because a lot of people don't use a phone these days. People rather text, email, send a message. But you stick yourself out in the marketplace today by making phone calls, by making human connection, and in this era of social media, when you do make that phone call, gain a little intel, and you are thoughtful enough to find a little bit about them before you make the phone call, you stick yourself out in this era of social media. So there you have it. Go crush your phones, go chase your dreams, pick up that phone call, and let financial freedom ring true in your life. If you're watching this on YouTube, make sure you click subscribe, drop your comments below. I'd love to know your thoughts. And make sure you click notifications to be alerted the next time we upload our next video. And if you're watching us on Facebook, make sure you click like and follow our business page. Thanks for tuning in. And until we meet again, continue to live smart, continue to love smart, and be money smart today.